got a lot of territory to cover in this particular blog, so I'm going to get right to it. First of all, 3,000 subs, 3,000 subs. It was just a little over a year ago that I had decided to finally do my very first video on astral projection. Little did I know that it would resonate so quickly. As we all know, for a very long time, this has been one of those subject matters that wasn't quite popular, and it was pretty taboo and still is taboo in some circles. But these numbers, in terms of those of us who are watching me and those who are not subscribers and those who are subscribers, this is a reflection of the level of consciousness or the consciousness shift that is occurring on the planet. And I thank all of you guys for subscribing, and I also know and see you guys who are not subscribers who periodically check in to see what I'm doing. I so appreciate it. You guys continue to support us so that we can get our message out and we can expand the website. If you can donate, please donate to the cause. Please, however way you can, spread the word about astralbluebaby.net to those that you feel would be receptive to it. Also, I would like for you guys to please check out the new features on astralbluebaby.net. There is a group chat feature. There was always a chat feature there where we could chat with our family and friends one-on-one, but then there's a group feature there, and we have upgraded our forums, so you guys please go there and check it out. We're constantly coming up with new ways and new ideas to expand the site and make it more interactive and more interesting. And I want to give special shout out to Craig Michael Brucey, who has been doing an outstanding job with managing the website in my absence. He's donating his time in other ways because he understands, as well as I do, that this thing is bigger than the both of us. It's bigger than all of us. We are all vessels. We are all playing a part to further calibrate the consciousness of the planet, to make people aware of how we are contributing and cooperating with things that we're not happy about seeing. And speaking of which, the current calibration level of the planet is at 62%. I had done it last week. We were at 73%, which I feel is because many of us are starting to feel a little edgy. We feel that something is going on, and we're giving our power to fear. Please, especially those of us who are holding a higher frequency, because we are like on the front line of this thing. No matter what, please do not fear. Do not fear. There's nothing to fear. Also, one of the biggest things that many of us who are here as frontline wayshores or light bearers or whatever you want to call it, or holders of Christ consciousness, many of us are still not quite owning our authentic selves. In order to manifest love and to transmute negativity, we must first love and accept our authentic selves. We must, and I'm going to come back to that one because that one is really a big one. Because I've been doing a lot of free readings. Some of you guys may have seen it in my latest videos where I've been giving short free calibration and intuitive readings to people. And the thing that keeps coming up over and over and over is that some of us are still carrying feelings of unworthiness, low self-esteem, fear of persecution, and all those things. And we understand this, and I'm going to come back to that one because I just want to get a few things out of the way. Let me speak a little bit more about astralbluebaby.net. Astralbluebaby.net is a vision of mine. It is a place where those of us who have always felt and thought outside the box can come and openly express and be our authentic self without judgment, without ridicule. We get total, complete, unconditional love and support by like minds, people who are of a negative orientation of those of us who are still in a fearful state of consciousness, whereas we are very intolerant of the views of others, are not going to participate in this particular site or will not sign up. They may come through and check it out, and I know there are a couple of moles there, but that's a whole nother story. Believe me, I see all of you guys, but it's all good. We still going to give you guys love. But this site is for those of us who have always felt different, who really need and long for a place to express ourselves without fear, judgment, or ridicule. It really is a very loving and supportive environment. And for those of you guys who have not signed up, it is free. There's a hub of information on all things astral projection, out-of-body experience, near-death experience, spirituality, holistic healing. If you guys were to go to the site and click on Food for the Higher Mind, there's a hub of information there. Many of you guys are still writing and asking me to give you direct tips, and I simply cannot give that kind of attention to everybody, which is why we created this site, so that you guys can come there. The information is there. There are those of us who have had the experience. There are masters, people who are accelerating very, very fast, who are there. We're there to support and help one another. This is bigger than me now. AstralBlueBaby.net is taking a life of its own. So please, if you have any questions, concerns, would like to know about tips or techniques, please go to the site. You do not have to be a member to get the information, but you do have to be a member to enjoy all of the features of the website. And again, it is free. This feeling gets stronger with every grind, and you know I'm gonna take my time. If only you knew what was on my mind, 'cause it feels so good. We're keeping in time with every beat while I share information. I'm always talking about freely sharing information. What do I mean when I talk about freely sharing information? That is when I either give tips, techniques, and advice from my own personal journeys, my own revelations, or brothers and sisters that I've come across who have something special to share, be it their own vision, their own teaching, their own tools and techniques, or their own dreams. And speaking of dreams, I would like you guys to please check out Ben Harris Jr. His website address is right below here, Ben Harris Jr. Ben Harris is one person, one of many people who have come from very, very harsh and rough beginnings, but managed to take lemons and make lemonade. He is someone who is full of life, spirituality, love, and heart. Keeping in time with every beat while our bodies intertwine and sweat. This body is so strong, I'm getting weak, 'cause it feels so good. One on one, you touch me like no other. If you come. I freely share information. I am not making any money. There is no deals involved. And again, I give you guys tools to measure the truthfulness of everyone we come across. And as I often say, you can measure me. If you measure at a calibration level of 200 and higher, and this is going back to the dowsing technique that I share with you guys. If you have that chart and you read 200 or higher, you can read me. I have nothing to hide. When I freely share this information, I am sharing from my heart. I'm all about helping, empowering, and if I can help someone realize their dream, as I hope someone would help me and continue to help me realize my dream, I will do just that. The next thing, I would like to talk about and speak on is what I had begun to talk about in the beginning about being true to thine self. Let me tell you guys something. When your third eye is activated and all of you or most of you is online, you really do begin to see beyond the illusions. You really do. I say this all the time and I cannot say this enough. How ironic it is for so many of us to be so fearful of what others may think of ourselves, or be so isolated. And I understand because I was there, but I'm using my life experience and what I now see today versus what I was seeing then as a guide. Many of us are trying to curtail our lives based on the expectations of others so that we can feel accepted, or we fear what those of us that we want to impress or matter to. We fear what they will think of us if we were to be and express our own uniqueness, our own authentic self. But let me tell you, and this is, I'm telling you guys, look me into my eyes when I tell you this. Many of us who we are hiding from are hiding from themselves. Many of them, or many of us, are putting forth a mask and fearing and thinking and feeling the same way as we are feeling. Think about that one. How counterproductive is that? If we were all to simply get into the mindset that we are here to express our own uniqueness, to live our own truth. When we express our own uniqueness, express our own truth, and honor who and what we are today, it is then that we have another angle to get online and be able to see and feel and perceive and travel beyond these layers of illusions. I cannot say this enough. So many of us are walking around wearing masks. And it does not matter what your ethnicity, race, gender, your status, your position of power, it does not matter. Everyone has or can be one who hides their authentic self for fear of what other people may think about us. And when we do this, this creates a domino effect of other things related to low self-esteem, feeling alienated, depression sets in, we begin to have anxiety and fear, and all these things weigh on us, and guess what? It lowers our calibration levels. I want us to truly own and express our uniqueness, because that is our inherent nature. We are multidimensional beings who took on our own unique expression to exalt it to the highest degree possible. It's only to run around and worry about what others may think or feel about us expressing our uniqueness or authentic selves. We cheat ourselves in such a major way. That's pretty much it, family. As always, you are loved beyond measure and happy